If you ever find yourself in a situation where you suspect or believe or know that behind the scenes people believe something about you that may not be true, no matter what it is, doesn't really matter. Best thing to do is nothing, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know who you are, and you show who you are every day for, however long you're doing whatever you're doing. And the people that matter, and I mean everyone matters, but the people that matter for your experience are the ones who are not going to automatically believe gossip or what someone else says about somebody. They're usually the ones who are smart enough to take their real life experience of what happens to them day in and day out. Because they have enough life experience to have learned certain things. Anyway, the point is you do nothing. Because it doesn't matter. And there's many ways why this works, and it may be a slow route, but it's a very satisfying route. Focus on yourself, whatever that means to you. Do nothing about that, and realize that anyone who has changed their perception of you based on what someone else had said to them without clarifying it for themselves, those aren't people you want around you anyway, or like it's like a self-clearing. It basically just shows people shows you who you really shouldn't be messing with. If you're aware of all the cues and you're very aware of subtle whatevers and this and that, plus other things, it just shows you. And anyone who believes anything like that, you don't want to be dealing with, so you do nothing. They're taking themselves out. It's like they're just taking themselves out of your life. One of the reasons why you do nothing is lots of times it's set up in a way that if you do something, they'll try to make it seem like you're overreacting or you're too sensitive or you're crazy or whatever. They have a plan for that. You don't want to fall into that because it's like planned. It's like the second level of their plan, and it'll be something like you finally do something about it, and they're like, "See, I told you he was this way," or something like that. You know what I mean? So you don't want to fall into that kind of stuff. So you just do nothing. You do nothing. Second reason, because it doesn't matter to you. Why does it matter what other people are saying about you when you're focusing on your own life? Like, you have stuff that you're into, and you're focusing on your own life. Why does it matter? You don't want to interact with those people, right? You don't want to interact with people doing it, or interact with people that would believe it without, like, fact-checking or using their own whatever. So, nothing really happened. Nothing really went wrong, right? Just chill out, relax. Just relax. It's all good. It is a beautiful fucking morning on this Saturday. I'm gonna close this, even though that bird is showing me his stuff. Anyway. Too loud. it. We'll fix it. There we go. See? Nothing ever happened. Nothing ever happened. Just do it right. Do it right. Yeah. Yeah, well, is it right? The moment gone, the moment might be gone. It's not gone. It's not gone. That's right. Move that down, bitch. It's not going at all, bitch. It's not going. Space for a brand new day. When do you know when it's okay to leave? Are you feeling more trapped standing next to me? Kept here by the fear, maybe I'm wrong. But the way you know you're selling, it's wrong. It's wrong. Tries, then cut ties with the truth. As your knife slicing through years wasted youth. Time has a way of fixing you. Don't worry, there's time to start anew. I'm sure someone will fall for you. still, most of the time, they will fool you until they can't fool you anymore. We really are all powerful. You create we really are powerful. We create the good, the bad. Coming to terms. Everyone on their own island with the other beings that are most like them. There's few exceptions. You are learning as you go. And it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes over and over and over. It's okay to know you're making a mistake and then continue to do it. You are learning as you go. Everybody learns at different paces. Everybody has a different base platform that they're starting from, no matter how similar. You can always come back from anything. It only matters what you truly believe about you and your experience in your now moment. In your now moment. Your now. That's all that matters. What your parents think don't matter. What your kids think don't matter. Don't take this the wrong way to make an argument. Don't get me wrong. Keep with me. Don't matter. What matters is how you feel about yourself and your experience now. Everything else that you think matters, what we just said, will work out way better if you get this right. You first, first, and then you will be pristine to help others. Not only that, all the things like I say, what your kids think don't matter, what your wife thinks don't matter, it doesn't matter, all that stuff. If you take care of yourself first, it's gonna work out the way it's supposed to work out. So all the caring about it and all that stuff, the true human nature will be how it's supposed to be. Don't worry about it. You don't even have to think about that shit. People on this planet who went through different stages in life, stages that some would say they should be ashamed of, but once you live long enough, you know that everything was needed, and then you can bounce back from everything, and it's not even bouncing back is the wrong word. You never bounce down. You're just learning as you go about something that you think is more serious than it really is, and that's something you gotta learn as you go too. You gotta learn at the perfect pace for you. You gotta trust that you don't always know. You never know what that is. Not as accurate as you think you do. If you did, you would never get any surprises really or anything like that happening. You'd always know exactly what you want, when you want it, exactly what to do. Things would just go away and you'd always be right. No, you think you know what you want, so then things go horribly wrong and you feel all horrible, but that's just, you don't know. But that's not what you wanted. You deserve more than what you were giving yourself credit for. Way more. Way more. It's not even a night-and-day difference. It's like whatever more than a night-and-day difference would be. That's what it is. You deserve way more than what you were striving for. But if you don't know that, you might as well not be it. You might as well not have, because if you don't know it, and you are the gatekeeper of what happens in reality, and knowing is very important. If you're in an environment where people don't like you to know that you are special or talented or good in any way, or if you even start to walk with a little pep in your step, people will shoot you down in some kind of way, and they'll pass it off as a joke. I'm just joking around. No. They gotta keep you right where they want you. Right where they want you. You don't know yourself. You don't know your power. You can't grow because you don't know. But it seems that the power finds a way to seep through anyway. And all the time all the time that was seemingly wasted seems to flood back to you 100-fold. And you look back and you wonder why you wasted all the time even thinking about this shit. Life can start to seem a little boring, but in a good way, because you're just feeling good. You don't have things that your mind's not flooded with worries all the time. You're just like, damn, what else do I do? I might go do some push-ups or something. So don't worry. You're not a bad person. Even if you are a bad person, you're still not a bad person. I'm going to use this word, even if you are a bad person, God still loves you. And I do not use the word still. I've never come around it. I'm using it to make a point. I don't use it when I use it. Listen. Still knows you are a good person. It doesn't even matter. It's not even registered. They've forgotten how to forgive because they know no one ever needs to be forgiven. You only need to be forgiven if you've done something bad and there is nothing serious going on here. I know it seems like there is. Just wait till you die. Obviously, if you truly know that it's okay to make a mistake, it's so easy to rebalance yourself and stay connected. But if you're in an environment where that can't happen and you don't know what's going on, you don't know this is a thing, and people just beating you down, and you just think you're this and that, shake yourself out. You are the same as me or anyone else on the stand planet. Everybody has the power to create their own reality, but if they can fool you, or if you're able to be fooled, because we don't want to always put malice on it, sometimes it's just an energetic thing. If you can be fooled, you're gonna be fooled. Until you know, you don't know. It's just things. You know, up is up and down is down. What the fuck? But you got people, it's always the case. Once someone lives life experience and they really figure out, okay, so yeah, something's, you know, they go through the phases of being a regular human, knowing that all this shit is hocus pocus bullshit, and then something happens where, oh, now all of a sudden, no, the other life I was living was rigid and stout and no growth, and I didn't even know what was going on at all. Not to say that I completely know what's going on now, because we always leave space for ourselves, you know? But when someone like me does, or anybody I would assume really starts to see this, they want to tell everybody. Just, you want to do it. It's like, but it's rough business. People really, because nowadays you're just trying to make money, or, you know, I don't know, whatever, doing that kind of game. But the funny thing is, lots of times the people who really have the energy, who really have the spark, who really figured out something for themselves, when they generally just want to tell people and not really think too much about the money, they're the ones that get the money. And then they got a sluice of imitators that ride behind the wave, like, oh shit, we can do that too. And you know, they're gonna fool a lot of people. But here's the thing. If you are aligned, if you're a Joe Schmo down the street, but you are aligned, and you figure out at least how to be in alignment, how to feel good, then even the fakers, the imitators, they'll give you a piece of information that will help you out. Because even the wrong will help out for you in the right, if you're aligned. So I might, you know, go, if I was a person to go to, say, a tarot reader, I go to 10 tarot readers, and they're all hocus pocus fake shit, right? They're all fake. I don't know what they're talking about, but I don't know. But I'm aligned and happy. They're going to still tell me something that's going to help me out. And maybe I'll never know if they're real or not. But that's the way it's going to work. Even if they're trying to do bad, even if people are actively trying to do bad for you, it might get a spike of something happening, but then it rolls out into something that works out better for you in the long run. If you are aligned most of the time and you don't give them too much focus or thought. Right? Let them stew in their ownness on their own island. Don't give them the bridge of your focus unless you want to. If you're still getting your sea legs, you really don't want to. And you know, it's starting to become evident that we're almost always still getting our sea legs because there's no ending to the amount you can grow or expand and learn about yourself from different perspectives. There's no ending. So you're kind of always learning to surf and getting your sea legs because you get better. I suppose. In a sense. want to say stuff. Don't beat yourself up. No matter how horrible you think you do are. And there are things that even still bloods my boils. Boils my blood sometimes. But even those people are still sweethearts. There's source energy that still loves them. Not because God or source energy or all that is stupid or just gives lots of chances. No, because they know more than you. Maybe they know something you don't know. Maybe if you ever ask yourself, well, why does this person seem favored or get all? Why does he just fucking fall into good luck? Or why does God favor him? Whatever part of flavor you like, right? And why not me? Blah 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 blah. It's a feeling thing. No one's favoring anybody. It's just no more than you. It's a feeling thing. Besides, plenty of things go wrong in my life. I don't broadcast them usually. Why? Even before I knew about focus, I still didn't broadcast them. But now it's because I know about focus. And change your reality faster, and find yourself in a different place, a different state. If you let go of your past, any things you've been holding on to, worries, things you put under the carpet, you hope no one finds out about, it could be bad too, or at least embarrassing, or something that you're not that person anymore, but you still don't want people to find out about because it was who you used to be. You can't control how they perceive you. You might be in front of people who just look at your past, and that's who you are. You might not be in front of people who got a little more expansive mind and know that you are the leading edge of who you are and what you're showing to me. And while it could be a lie or it could be a truth, you're not necessarily who you are in the past. Some people do almost never change, and they are the same person they are in the past. That's why you get a belief that says, well, people never change. That's a belief. You may have it. Check that. Because I'm sure you've seen people change before. And usually to make your beliefs still stay strong, what you'll say is, oh, well, they're faking it. And maybe sometimes that's true. But people do change. So, what are you going to do about it? Just going off on a fucking tangent here. It's okay to make mistakes. That's the basis of this. Okay to make mistakes. Before you know what's going on. It's okay to make mistakes even when you know what's going on. The cyclic fucking even if it was just because of the nature of reality with the momentum building and the cyclic nature of it, the fractal nature of it, the focus, things always coming back around. Even if it's just that aspect of it, that should make it alone okay to make mistakes. Or to write out a mistake longer than you should have. Because that's tricky. There's that, and there's just more to that. We are all that there is. What mistakes are we making? We are all that there is. It's us. Is this happening? What mistakes are we making? We're the only thing, right? So we play this game, and within that game there's mistakes and stuff, and blah, 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 blah. But even within that game, you grow and learn. So really, there's no mistakes. No matter how stuck and rigid and evil you seem to be. Because I believe that lots of times, if other people perceive someone to be evil, it could be true. Evil, I hate that word, but it's energetic thing, but still, I'm going to use it. But from the evil person's perspective, they may not perceive themselves to be evil, or they could perceive themselves to be evil. It could go either way. Either way, there's nothing serious going on here, and everyone is loved by all that is. It's hard to wrap your mind around. You know, that turns the other cheek thing, that don't take revenge. But there's very good truth behind this. It's an energetic thing, like sweeping out your space. Moving energy, keeping energy flowing. The vortex likes to keep moving. It'll hold the image, but it likes to be doing something. It's space in and out, money in, money out, money in, money out. You gotta spend money to make money. What are the beliefs that you hold? Here are mine. Core belief. Got myself down to, thanks to Abraham. That takes a while to get there. I exist. Something's going on here. Right? This may all be an illusion, but the illusion exists. Something exists. I exist. I exist. Something's happening. There's a happening, right? We can all agree on that. I can agree on that. I exist. Core belief. Number 2. Jumping right to I create my own reality. I am reality itself. When I exist, I mean I am existence. The quality of existence is that it exists. It creates itself. I am the moving image of eternity. So are you. I am the one, but also the all. And the all is also the one. It's your core belief. Everything is sound and or energy and or vibration. And those are probably just words that aren't really truly describing what a better word could be used for, but whatever. Put all those words together and just call it existence. That. I am whatever I say I am. Thoughts are more than what you think they are, and no, you are not just thinking up your thoughts in your head. Think of more of a receiver, think of more of a energy type thing. What energetic state you are normalizing. It could be a mixed bag, is what kind of thoughts are coming. But not only that, do you have any space? Or is it just thinking of thoughts all day long? That's the thing, that's a momentum in itself. These thoughts are literally creating your reality. You're literally, it's like, they're just behind the curtain, a bunch of people about to go out onto the play, about to go out and do their part, right? Just behind the curtain, they're excited. These are all your little thoughts. And then the formality of what experience actually happens, right? What portion of experience for you actually undergoes the formality of occurring. That instance happening, like say someone came to the door right now, or just what I'm doing now, whatever, it's anything, it's always happening. That's those thoughts about to come out behind those curtains, like, and they're just your existence. They're just, it's you. You're also a thought. We have to give more meaning and royalty and respect to the word thought. Thought. It's more than just what you think you were subvocally thinking in your head, or imagery in your head. So all of this and that. Your thoughts are very important. Literally your existence. They literally color your existence. watch what you believe. If you don't believe any of this stuff and you're really rigid about it, then you're probably never going to come upon a video like this. Ever. I didn't when I didn't believe in this stuff. It took a certain amount of life, weird experience, just to get me even to come across this stuff. I think that's a fail-safe. It always works out that way. Eventually, you get enough life experience to where you figure something out for yourself. And that's it for me. I exist. Thoughts create my reality. I create my reality. What else is there? I like having fun. I like feeling good. I like being surprised and delighted. I like easy. I like being challenged. I like overcoming stuff. I like progress. I like showing off. This is all human stuff, you know, like a car show. Everyone wants to bring their pride to show off the car show. You know? We all like that. Well, to a certain extent, maybe everyone's not like that, but it's a general thing. More or less, in a sense. And your emotions, just like Abraham says, or can be used as your guidance system. You get to a point where you don't even need to look at it like that anymore, and now you're just kind of just focusing, deliberately focusing the feeling state that you want. You've cultivated this garden. And so you stop kind of looking at it as guidance because you're so deliberate about it. It's not guidance anymore. It's like eventually you stop wobbling on the bicycle. You don't take the wobble as guidance that you need to adjust anymore because you're not wobbling anymore. You're fucking ramping and flipping and shit and doing stuff. You don't really look at it as guidance anymore, but it always still is guidance and can't be taken that way. So how cool is that? Right? Everyone's looking for the next big thing. You know, the aliens are being released, the files, people are finding out about the Tartaria and the civilization and the size and all this shit is not what it really is. But then you go on top of that, oh, that's an illusion. Well, really just some spark of light, and then that's probably not right. And you come around and you're like, okay, well, I am this existence and I'm doing it all myself. Pinch myself off into this little dense pocket to play a game, but we're still creating it as we go, and most of us don't know. And it's fun. It's fun. We like having fun. We like new, novel ideas, novelty. Thank you, Terrence McKenna. We love it. But it turns out the most novel thing was always happening under our nose all the time. It is happening still. That is, we are creating our reality, and we're doing it. Create the reality I came into. I want to be put up for. Yeah, there was a point in time I did say that for myself. But you get past that and you look back from atop a higher mountain point and you're like, yes. All was needed. Yes. And that knowledge can help you as hindsight. And something else might go a little wrong and you're like, wait. Let's get a little flash up to the mountain above and be like, oh, no, that's needed too. Back down, but okay, thank you, hindsight. Keeping my feeling state, keeping my connection, keeping my control over my hands and my own clay, over my own body. Trying to remember there's nothing serious going on here so I don't get mad that other people are trapped, because they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. We're not going anywhere. Where's there to go? Where's there to go? Your existence itself. Where are we gonna go? So they will have us forever. They figure it out. You're shaping the kind of experience you like for yourself in the moment. character in the moment, an avatar in the moment. Think of it like we all like, most of us like our video games, and I think the people who don't like video games are just haven't been exposed to the right one or the right crowd or right whatever. We like that character creation screen, don't we? That's what we're in. A game so beautiful, the character creation screen can be a billion lifetimes of not knowing that you are in the game. But the whole time you're creating your character. Refining. Each time better, better, better. You're trying to figure out, oh shit. Oh wait, I have to play a game. Boop! Yeah! Let's play. Right? An immersive character creation that creates the true you. And if the true you gets locked into a cycle of doing evil shit, well, that's the true you. And that's the character you're creating. There's nothing wrong with that. We need the bad, we need the good. We can't have any of this play. Imagine, like Alan Watts would say, a world of all saints and just people just, love and light. Everyone was like that. Everyone was like, we think that's what we're striving for. We want to make it better for everyone, but we want to keep variety in there. We gotta have some of the salt and the pepper, the spices. We went a little overboard on it, and we can fix that. That just happens naturally. It just happens naturally. So nothing's going on here. You are existence itself, and you can't just tell that to people. They're either so far gone, lost, which is not a bad thing, that they're just like, well, that's stupid, and not even register and go about their day. Or it's gonna scare them. There'll be enough connector, like, it's gonna scare them to think, you are all alone, and this is all there is, and this is it. And I don't want to think about that either. That's like the feeling of death. I don't want to think about that. Let's just push that all the way to the end. Put me on life support. Have my family make their rounds for years until I'm ready to go. Come on. We are all there is. Existence itself. Consciousness, beingness, happiness. You want to get your hands in the clay. You want to get your big boy pants on, your big girl pants on. You want to get your shoes on. You want to push that ready to play button and get off the character selection screen, creation screen. Get off the character creation screen. Hit the play button. You've already created your character. You created your character so thoroughly that lifetimes of perfect experience in any aspect, no matter what choice you make, a pure, amended beautifulness for you is lined up for you. Just hit the play button. Hitting the play button is synonymous with figuring out who you are, believing it, and finally getting going. And lots of the time it happens in a way that's like you realize that you already have everything you really wanted years ago. You have it. You wanted to learn a guitar and become great at it. I mean, I'm fucking great at it. And it's like, just getting better and better without even trying it out. You wanted to be, I wanted so much. God, I remember years ago working in the seafood department. My guitar below the desk, just practicing, writing out the notes of the scales, figuring out the structure of the minor pentatonic and figuring out the major pentatonic. All that stuff is all one scale. I'm like, what the fuck? Does everyone else know this? You know what I mean? And then I'm playing it and just really trying. Really with that sparkle in my eye that I'm going to be big someday. This was years ago, and I thought it was like 2 years around the corner. It's like, who knows how long ago this was. But I had that sparkle in my eye. People don't like that. In different ways, because people also know how hard life is. They see some young person coming out there who is, for whatever reason, before his time. He knows he's gonna be big, but he's way not. It's not yet, but he don't know that. He's got skewed some kind of way. Instead of trying to save them, or some people just don't like the sparkle in his eye. They've lost that, and they're just doing what maybe used to be a love is now is a job to them, and they see this person with that sparkle, and they get the fuck out. But here I am now, with the skills I wanted so bad then. But this is so funny how life turns out. I was never really wanting to be famous or anything like that. That was never what I was doing. When I started doing guitar, I wanted to find a way to make money that wasn't a 9 to 5. And I had to hurry up and do it. And I tried fighting, MMA. I was like, I gotta find something, because I'm not fucking 9 to 5. Shit. Oh my god, it's horrible. I know differently now. That's a belief I had. 9 to 5 doesn't have to be horrible. It doesn't have to be. It could be heaven on earth. But you also don't have to have 9 to 5 either. It depends what you want. But here I am with the skills I want now. Don't even care about any of the old reasons why. Now I just like doing it. I'm really proud of myself. And I find out that music really connects with me emotionally, as it does with a lot of people. Like it will make me feel, literally in my body, what I would say is my guidance system, but I don't really look at it that way anymore. Just feel. You know what I mean? And that's powerful. That's powerful. You can harness that. We'll get into that later. Just relax. You are existence itself, and you're all there is. And guess what? You're not gonna end. That could be a happy thing for some, or it's weird and a creepy thing for others. What side of the boat are you on? I think it's amazing. Because if we're doing all this, we can fool ourselves in this kind of weird way that we're a human. This kind of thing, we are all powerful. We can do anything. So what the fuck is this? What, if you're really gonna think, what the fuck is this? If we're doing this, who knows what's out there? The other parts of ourselves we're closing ourselves off to on purpose. Compartmentalizing is probably something you just have to do when you're all that there is in existence, and everyone wants to be a being, and like whoever first split off. Anyway, I don't think it's like that at all. I don't think it was the first about anything. It's like there's a first. Existence itself being this human game probably wasn't always a thing. We're probably maybe, if we were to put a time scale on it, take that fake ruler out that doesn't exist and put a scale on, who knows how many billions, trillions of years there was until we weren't doing this kind of thing. This is what it's like. We're always just making it up out of ourselves. So nothing really new is happening, but the way we form it and our perspective of it and our new meanings of what's going on is new, and the experience can be new, which really is all there is. Experience. So there is new. We never began and we never ended, but there is new. How beautiful is that? It has to do with compartmentalizing, I think. The great forgettery. Just perception in general. Just nature perception can be so in your face and not in your face at the same time. There's such hidden things. So many realities happening in one snapshot. Relax. We're not going anywhere. We like it rough. We like it real deal. Scraping the knees. Dying. Fear. We want to have that experience as a spice. We like it. Real fear. Because once you... Everyone wants to be enlightened. Everyone wants to be woke. But once you really start figuring yourself out, that real fear... It doesn't hit you the same. It doesn't hit you the same. You can still get startled, and if you're really aware, that happens a lot less. But real fear, like, oh my god, you don't get that anymore. while you're, here's the kicker, then you forget and you go back and get that real fear action, and while you're forgotten and feeling that real fear, you do not know that you are getting that spicy, like you are fucking scared as shit. What the, you know? So it's like, damn, I couldn't really enjoy it. But then you get a little higher vibration, get a little more expansive, then you're like, yeah, that real fear, that was some good stuff. Let's go back and do it again. It's just like the turtle going up and sliding down the slide. Going up and sliding down, like the crow, sliding down the roof, going back up, sliding down the roof. He's just having a fun time. The depths of the feeling. The depths of the feeling. I just realized I'm probably going on for a while here. Yeah, hour. Checking my battery. Can I check my battery? Okay. The depth of the feeling. It can be so moving. Like, get a whiff of that feeling. Like, so many different flavors of feeling that can bring you to, like, you're about to say, oh, I might be crying here soon. But it feels kind of good. That feeling can be like that. What is going on here? Right? It gets so, and it's always the tip of the iceberg. You can always get more, but always what you're ready for. Maybe a little over what you're ready for, maybe. But always what you're ready for. And how spicy you like it. And it's all love. I'll be walking around sometimes now, no matter where I'm at. I'll be at my job, could be just walking around where I'm at in here, and I'll get this feeling. It's really close to feeling of appreciation and pridefulness for what I've got and what I've done for myself. Also, unconditional love for the whole human scene. I'll just be walking around just like, these poor motherfuckers. This is the feeling of love in me, like, you know, like. And I have to remember, this is what I'm looking for. I want this feeling to go, and I'm trying to bring it into myself right now. I can feel it right now a little bit, so I'm really trying to make sure I coax it in. It's just like, oh, you look at all your humans in your life, even the ones you might not like or whatever, you prefer not to be around. You still have that love that you feel, that appreciation. It's really close to feeling appreciation, and like when I'm looking at how I made this bus, I'm just like, oh, I just love it. It's really close to that. It's not quite the same, but it's so all encompassing and permeating that it is even for, and is a part of, the people you don't like. And you look at them, and you're like, oh, well, of course I love them. You know, of course I love my parents. Of course I love my family. Of course. While you're feeling this feeling of love, it's pure truth in the moment. Of course. It's like all the blinders have been dropped off because you're feeling the connection. You know, most people feel this connection to some extent without knowing it, and then they place that upon the car, the girlfriend, the lifestyle, the career, right? Oh no, my girlfriend cheated on me. I placed this feeling that I should be generating myself. I gave it to her and said, this is why. She's the love of my life, and she makes me feel this way. Something goes bad. Now, away with your power. Oh! We know what that feeling feels like. That nails down the wall, that I just lost something. Sick to my stomach. Throwing up. Can't sleep. That was something you were never supposed to put on someone else's head. Or a car. Or a career. Or a lifestyle. Or a practice. That is something. You do what I'm doing now. You work on focusing it into your life from within. You find a way that works for you. You see a little bit of how I do it. I recall moments when I know I had it. I latch onto it when I feel any inkling that it's coming. I I was doing now. Remember the way it makes you feel. Everyone was loved. I didn't care what you did. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And so now, it's weird because you're not going to get that falling in love of someone giving you. You're not going to grow this love and not know that you're not doing it yourself anymore. So really, even if you do kind of fall for someone you know that is you can't get that way anymore. Alright? So then you can finally push play, have a real relationship. Because if you have learned to stay stable and grow your own frequencies, your own preferred garden, then you did it for long enough, the person that you come in contact to, and I'm going to put quotations that is meant for you. I'm not sure I like that phrase anymore. We'll have done the same or something similar, or there'll be some kind of lock and key puzzle fit for you two, and you'll know it. Whereas before, you're at varying stages of your life of not knowing or thinking you should be somewhere else where you shouldn't, where you think you should be, based on parents, societal pressure, your culture, all to varying degrees. So you find someone else. You guys want a relationship that is about the same way, doesn't know who they are, doesn't this is going this, well, who knows where they're going to go, it can go either way, I don't know how they're going to go, let's see. You don't want that anymore. You are practiced now. You have a frequency of your own. And it's more than just one frequency. Like, I talked enough now, I'm moving away from that frequency of unconditional love, and I don't want to. Right now, in the moment, thinking back the last time I was feeling it, which was actually just right now, a little bit. Thinking about other times where it just comes up out of the blue nowadays. Where I call it digging my scene. I dig my scene. The whole scene, not just loving the humans. The whole of this, what's happening. Illusion of space, hardness, people not knowing, confusion, coming into yourself. That's a pun. Just digging my seat. And it feels like unconditional love. And it feels like you're looking at your kid learning to walk. I assume is what that feels like. Except you grow that yourself. And you do it enough to where you have a system for you. Feelings and the non-feelings that need to happen to know you're on the right path to getting that feeling back. And sometimes you just need to think about a scene of when you had it. When maybe someone saw the love in your eyes. You could tell they saw it. People don't see true love anymore. Most people think love is, I gave my love to you, I grew it, I thought I loved you, our car, our career, whatever, gave it to you. Now that it's away, I feel the pain and it hurts so bad, and that's love. That's how I know I loved you. Because I just can't bear to be without you. That's a little off. Now there's some truth to it. The absence of how bad you feel is telling you how much love that you gave your power away to them that really was your own love. But it is telling you how much love you have for them. Give you that. This is backwards. That is not how you gauge your love. That is not love. That is the absence of love. That is a misconception playing out in your reality, and you're feeling the dissonance of it. You're calling it true love because it hurt so bad that she left. Or my car got wrecked and I just, oh, my baby. But no, it's the absence of love. Love was when your baby was next to you, eating popcorn, watching anime, and you're just like smelling her hair. You're like, shit. And you get that tinglies in you. You're like, fuck. And you're about to tear up, and you're like, fuck. I fucking love this bitch. Fuck. Don't you fucking tell her. That's the feeling of love. Mix up some other shit in there. But you think you need it because she's sitting next to you, you're giving your power away. That's you're feeling. That's your love. say, I don't need anyone. No, that's not what I'm saying. You grow that love, you will find the people that have done the same, and you will have true love. Just take that girl away, and now you feel the absence. Oh, and now you're like, oh, that's how I know I love her. No, that the love was when you were feeling it when she was next to you. That's the love. You just misplaced it. You take your crown, you put it on her, or the car, or the career, or whatever. The lifestyle. It's you. It's you. It's you. I made myself realize I can't wait for my next girlfriend, whoever it's gonna be, because it's that thought of smelling her hair, right? Just body warmth and body warmth. Twiddling our hands together. Watching a show, probably anime, but any show both of us have never seen before. Really enjoying each other's company. Like really, like one person's not just trying to get sex, or one person's not just trying to get that. There's always that, and the other kind of lesser vibrational states. And of course, we might be lustful, I might want to fuck, but it's not just that, and it's different. It's part about being a hermit a lot too, and staying by yourself. And then when you finally do go out on a date with someone, it's been a while, and you really want to cherish it. And this comes off to the other person of feeling loved and appreciated and noticed. Because you're looking at them like someone looks at their brand new car. And everyone wants that. You get that from your animals most of the time, like your dogs and your cats sometimes. You know, you get it. So I just remind myself, because you know, I go through bits and phases where I'm like, you know, I don't really need a relationship. I've learned to bring my love to myself, and you know, fuck it. But then I'm like, no. I say things like that, I'm like, oh shit, I do want a relationship. I can't wait for it. And it's good to be excited about it. Because now I'm ready for a relationship. The whole time of my life. Finally now I'm ready. If I got this right, I can conjure the feeling of unconditional love. It's just a feeling of connection. How close you are to your most preferred, how close you are to the template state reality. The one that's most preferred to you. It's about to pop right in. It just so happens that other feelings do this, like highest excitement, giddiness, and fun, and all that stuff. But that feeling of unconditional love, that feeling, you get that certain vibration. And I'm not even sure saying unconditional love is the right word for it. Because there's a certain vibration. You just feel it. It just makes you want to melt. It just makes you want to... And there's a reason that makes you want to melt. There's probably an energetic reason where you're like, oh, that's why. It'd be funny, but pure integration with the divine. These are just words to try to describe it. It just feels like looking at your baby girl learning to walk, or learning this, or learning that, going on her first date, or whatever. I hope this is what they're feeling when parents are feeling this shit. That's what it makes me want to feel. I don't even have kids. But when you're feeling the feeling first, like I didn't need to fucking have some kids and then to get the feeling. I'm feeling the feeling first, and what that does is it colors that feeling for everything. Not just my perceived kids, your pets, the bad guys, the good guys, all my seemingly perceived outside perspective gets that blanket of unconditional love. Why? Because I grew it from within first. It's just an energetic thing. So you look at the thief and you're just like, you just love them. Genuinely. You look at whatever, someone having a horrible day, or someone being caught up in a negative torrent. You know, don't touch me! You know, and even while they're going through this, they might know they're acting crazy, but they can't. It's like they can't can't stop it. And you have compassion for it. It's love. It's just like, makes you want to cry. I don't want to cry right now. But I used to have, because of the way I've grown up, being a guy, very sensitive and emotional. And I always cry in movies and stuff, but you get beat into that crying is not quite right. You need to hold it in, kind of. And you do not. There's nothing wrong with that feeling. It is not weak. You get it beat into you that feels like you're a pussy. It's not. You're chaining your power up by holding that in. That is a momentum that has been hard for me to circum for a long fucking time. I'm proud to say I have. I now almost long for those feelings of about to feel like I'm a pussy. Because I'm like, oh, that's the cry feeling. That's the feeling I think I don't like, but really is my power. Guys, and girls too. Because let's get this straight, guys. Females, males, penises, vaginas, some have both, some have none, whatever, there's lots of different phrases, right? But, masculine, feminine, you could be a guy and be masculine, you can be a guy and be feminine. Every mixture in between. Same goes with the girls. And every mixture in between. Here's the kicker. You could be a guy, say have a 7-3 feminine masculine mix and don't know about any of this stuff and think because of culture that you are masculine and never find out that you are more fluid, you are more balanced. Anyway, it's not cut and dry, guys. It's not cut and dry. Get away with the masculine and feminine words all together and say we're just mixes of different human personalities. To label this kind of personality for this kind of looking kind of person or gender, it's just something that happens as we go along until we learn better. Like I found out about myself. Muscular, and I'm not. It's very weird. It's very weird. I'm so weirdly balanced because I feel like I get people who are gay thinking I'm gay. Then I get people who are gay thinking like, how could you believe he's gay? Like he's obviously not gay. But then I get people, and then I get hit on. So I got both. I'm not gay, by the way. But I can see it. I can see it sometimes in some little mannerism. I'm like, oh, I can see that a little bit. But I finally checked my birth charts and everything like that, and it's like a 7-3, feminine, masculine. I'm like, oh, that kind of makes sense. It's really balanced. It's a good mixture, I think. And I finally put a feeling to it. This is not what it really is, but I feel like a lesbian in a beautiful masculine flame that has, a feminine-ish twist to it, barely. You look at my fight pictures, you would not say that. And so I like the girls, but there's something weird about it. I feel kind of female-y in my liking of them. And I feel a certain disdain for the ball sacks. So so I'm like, something weird. And I feel I just have a feminine energy in me. The Empress. You guys are just gonna have to all get fucked, right? But what I'm really kind of get a point across is it's not cut and dry like that. Everyone has all the differentnesses in them. And it's just our culture that gets our belief systems going in a certain way that will cause you to and feel embarrassed or feel scared or feel this or feel that. No. Be who you are. Be who you are. There's a moment in time where I thought I was at least maybe bi. just never get around that dick and balls, man. Just, ugh. I'm like, ugh, get away. Get away from me. I don't want to deal with it. Got my own. It's too much to deal with as it is. So I just don't think so. I don't think so. We close that door. Because when I see that shape of those hips, and the thigh gap, and the collarbone of a feminine frame, the neck, the collar, the jawline, the shoulders, this whole thing, it's like, just fucking shoot me now. Just shoot me. The crease of the butt cheeks, when you have just the right amount of butt. Get that crease, it just folds over. You just want to take your tongue and just eat all your dinners you ever have off of that crease for the rest of your life. Right? Yes. Oh. Anyway, just turning myself on. Sometimes I like to do it, and why it always happens on camera, I don't know. The female form. And I have a beautiful male form. Don't I know it? It does not compare to the female form. Just can't compare. I'll be looking at some people and say, damn, how are you even existing? How are you a thing? Sit on my face right now, please. Right now. Let me drink your bath water. How much do you want for it? Give it to me. Give it to me. But then you have to check yourself. Like, leave it. I say myself to myself so much. Leave it. Because, you can't just let the lust take you completely over. Because that's just nothing wrong with it, by the way. It's not wrong. But you gotta have balance. That can lead you down a path that might not be right for you. Everything works out in the end. Oh, female form. It's been a long one. This Saturday morning. Don't worry about your mistakes. We're all good here. We're all good here. It does get better. No matter how cheesy or cliche that is.